Hello and welcome back, my friends. Hambbage here. Glad to have you. Let's play some hardcore, sensational vanilla Minecraft. We're going to pull up our vanilla brewed coffee world and see what's shaking. Actually, we know kind of what's shaking. We have had a good few episodes where we've been getting squared away on our new villager outpost. Always exciting. No one is more excited than our two friends here. One is so excited he won't go to bed. And we've run into these types of issues in the past, I'm sad to say. Usually they are on account of his still thinking that he can get to a bed of his own. Oh, you don't. So what we're working on, we have to likely go back and try to break the bed where we got him from, if we can remember where that was and all those good things. But our mission on this particular episode is going to be not only linking up a portal, but getting some supplies to start doing up this room. Then we can get these two guys moved over and also swing by the village to break his original bed if we can find it. But all that being said, here is our first need. We have to make note of our portal location. And I'd made a note early on back in the water channel just so I'd know where it was, but this is going to be the exact coordinate that we want to sync up. And no, you guys aren't seeing this, but I'm just jotting those down and also busting out the old computer here, and we've got 1242 divided by 8, and that would be, I gotta get back over here, negative 155 and a quarter. We'll round that down, and then we have negative 1341, and we're going to divide that by 8. And that is 167.625 or 168. Okay, so we've got those. I'm just going to throw a quick save that's on a notepad. Close that out, get that out of the way. We'll revisit it in a moment and get this out of the screen. Thanks for bearing with me there as I made those calculations set. Now, go ahead and reset back to day here. And the last thing was we wanted to just gather up what odds and ends I guess we have. Because we're going back, we may as well. I guess we'll take the stone. You can always use it. We've got a lot of it. Alright, you guys think about what you've done and try to forget about home. That's the important part there. We need to swap this bed out for this boat. And then we'll head on back to base. Drop off all this stuff and prepare for our great adventure. So, thinking about the logistics of getting this done, sort of kind of efficiently, I'm thinking we drop all this off, we grab the obsidian. I don't think we went through the same path we normally take. We then go back to the village, try to reset the bed first, and then once we have that portal lit but not entered, we don't want to go through it yet. We'll come back, go back to the nether, navigate to the coordinates I just jotted down, the negative 155, 167 or 8, whatever it was, and build our portal there. And by not having used the one in the villager trading center, those two should snap together real handy and nice. So that's our plan. Ooh, got a little close to the lava there. Ah, home sweet home. It is beautiful. And seeing the sugarcane growing up there again is nice. We'll certainly have use for more books. All that good stuff. And I do like our flowers. They're looking lush and vibrant. Real world here, it's kind of getting to that part of summer where some of the stuff is starting to brown up pretty nice and crispy. All right. You go away. Drop our one tropical fish in here. You may not think it, but you do have to eat one as a food item along the way. All right. 24 is unfortunately not going to be quite enough because we need to swap that over to the other. And this is actually why I want my efficiency 5 pick. And I think we can retool eventually. Let's take the flint and steel. Let's go back and do the village overworld stuff first. Because we may just go by some of those broken portals and I can grab obsidian from those pretty quick and easy. Save us a bit of stair running time, frankly, and just going to look for something that won't be too obnoxious to harvest obsidian out of. Always an option. We can certainly do that, but since I do think we'll be boating over a couple of those, if we have any luck. Alright, that's our gap. If we can ever remember, this big angular ice pillar is a pretty decent landmark that I think we would see from the other side. See, this channel seems so open and clear from this side. Really just straight west after we go past that deal. Okay, so that is not a broken portal. That was just our marker for the ship. I'd really kind of like to catch the one on the shoreline. If we can find it, but that always seems to be a little hit or miss on these adventures. Any new ones would be fun too. We could at least glow squid ink or rig. Oh yeah, look at that. this is a lot of kelp, which tells me there's a lot of lava around. So this time we'll try not to panic ourselves about the shoreline, do any backtracking. But there was somewhere along this coast that we did have the broken portal. First one we ever saw. But somehow just all this century bit that I've conveniently erased from the memory banks. Getting it back now, though, as we go back and forth along here so many times. And was it back in on this corner that we had that broken portal? See it along the way. Yeah. I think there was one. All these little bays, each one I think was the place where we stopped for that first night. Yeah, I need a better way of doing this trek. It is quite long and tedious, but we're still on the same day. I thought we were gonna have to sleep even before this. Oh, that might be it. Be a nice little break. We'll stop for the night, grab that obsidian. Get a few winks, and maybe we'll be able to boat around here. That is just silly. Ugh. Alright, you know what this time means? A little drink. Okay. It's very interesting seeing more of that structure. I've never really gotten a good look at the bottom of those, or how they would sit underground level. Don't want to forget or lose any of those pieces. And get a nice advancement here. I think that's our first crying obsidian. Oop. Should have been a little more careful there. That could have been a drop into some lava. Ooh, and we get a little reward for our hard work. Whoa. I just think as long as we're here, we may as well get some of this mossy too we can use for our base spill and the little water parking area in our base. We'll want more for the villager post as well. But now with 38, should have plenty for 2 portals. 38 of the obsidian, that is. Okay. Now we're back off. We just have to cut quickly across this coral reef. Oh, there's the other one. Won't bother with that too much right now. Working underwater, even though we have the respiration helmet, we don't have the affinity to make our tools work as fast. So, still a bit of a lag there. Is good having the little markers on our various landmarks that we put up, because they do make a pretty good breadcrumb trail to get back and forth to town here. Not ideal, but if we end up clearing any of those out for their obsidian, they'd be less visible, so good to put a little torched marker there. Hopefully this will be a quick and relatively painless process. Now we... Ooh. Are you kidding? I didn't do that. Was the side we cleaned up. So we came in our boat down. I remember we did this a little bit. Popped down from here and maybe... Okay, there was no bed there. That's not great. And I think we... Yeah. Oh. Do we have acacia samplings back home? Let's take them now. This is a good trip as any. So I think we kind of have to go do the painful and repetitive break everything we see because I don't know where he came from. If we got him out of that library building and it didn't have a bed, I don't know what he's trying to get back to. And that's a problem. And now I don't know which way I came from. Was this the one I just looked at? Okay, we need a better system. We're going west. Any more buildings behind us? No. No bed. No houses. Seems very floody. Break it. Put it down. Seeds. Hopefully simply just doing that will be enough wherever he's previously been bound to when we lift and reset it. That should make him forget that it's ever been a deal. Now we don't think you were locked up to keep safe. This is back around to the same library building? Yes. Couple more of these safety shacks. You're right, that was a little excessive, but I wanted to make sure you were okay. Now, you don't have a bed in there, I don't think. It'd be nice if I could verify that by seeing, but you don't seem to want to move. I think he was the one that was stuck, right? But no bed. No batter, no bed. Bed here. Bed back. I think we got these two already, but we're not making this whole boat trip again. Yeah, we've been in here a lot. Everything is very touchy. Alright, we cut back across in that building. Oh yeah, and you were locked in. Did you have a bed in there? If you had a window, I could tell. See, no bed. No bed. So you're just stuck. That's fine. Alright, last two are over this way. Fletcher's house, nothing. The foundry. Alright, I hope that is everybody. Now, since we're all the way out here, it kind of seems to me like a no-brainer. And hopefully we don't just do ourselves all over again. But get in. Get in the boat. Oh, did I just go to the closed-in water? That's not good. Oh, did they fix that? Maybe they did. No, now we're sunk a little bit. Oh, don't, come on. There's that. So now we just try to race on home. Well, race on back to the outpost. Drop him off. Hope he hasn't now had a bed issue. Light the portal, build the portal in reverse order, and then head on back. Row, row. You know the rest. In a round now. So hopefully between these two guys at least we'll be well beyond having issues with back and forth, boat trips, villagers, all that kind of stuff. That is in our past. Like that more turquoise. I don't know. It's really turquoisey. I mean, I guess that stuff out ahead of us is a little more turquoise. Whatever this kind of coral blue water is, I love that effect. Yeah, you're gonna get to see one of your buddies. Now, as I joked in one of the descriptions about establishing world relationships, this could really, hey dolphin, this could really upset the balance. You know, now there will be two guys from what do we call it, Savanna Shores Village, and only one from the distant Haystack Village. So hopefully not too much friction there. Time they'll forget all about their old background and just be thrilled to be members of the Undermountain. You can call them Dwaylen's Bunch. Yep, out on the open ocean, bud. Seeing sights, experiencing the world. Still more trees. Now, are those island trees? I think those are island trees. And I think the mountains and spruce forests are back this way a little bit more. That looks like the spruces. We still got more west to go. And we should be about halfway into this episode, so assuming that we're now close, we should be nigh on wrapping up the overworld part of this adventure, dropping into the nether. See how that goes. Let's see if we can put all that cobblestone we got to good use. Finally. But now I don't think those are our mountains. I think we're still out a little bit. Yeah, here we go. think we get through on this little inland way too. Scenic route, right? Okay, salmon. I don't think we did that. New friend for y'all. He doesn't get to do anything until we're a bit settled in. Let's leave all this nonsense. Certainly the dirt. Okay. Meet your new friend. Yeah. Oh, I missed a big window there. Come on in. Come on. Okay, now you guys are all in and secure. Now, he did notably lose his fletchering profession. Alright, so we got 3 beds for y'all, and hopefully you will take full advantage. By the time we get this portal set, they may have already done that. Oh, there we go. 24 pieces left to go. Now remember, we're not going through this portal because we don't want the game to generate on the other side. We want to figure that out on our own. Guys, I hope you all find a bed there. I don't really have time to hang out, though, and find out. We'll find out soon enough. Fingers crossed on that one. Okay, now it's back home and off to the nether we go to hopefully quickly get these linked. So I see this guy, the snowy iceberg, and then I see the pointy thing. So I'm guessing we can come right on through here. Ooh, excuse me, very yachty. Got clouds going over. It's getting kind of dark in here. And it's not dark time yet. A little later scheduling for the recording of these today, but not quite that late yet. And back into home we go. Hopefully making this particular boat voyage for the last time. Okay, now it's a quick gear and tool change, and then we're off. Anything built? I think so. Up here, gold block is good. Sand is good. I know those typically go downstairs. We'll get to them eventually. We want that. We want that. We don't need saplings. Oh, we did have one. We don't need shears. Don't need the water bucket. That could be swap that. We're going to want a lot of cobble. And let's actually put him away and just take one of our efficiency 4s. And then everything else we want will be cobble. Because I don't know which way we're going. We want to be able to build all the paths we can get. Alright, it's getting dark outside, but we just slept. Missed that. Alright, here we go. We got 25 minutes or so. Hopefully it won't take that long. Got a friend. Now, to get our bearings a little bit, we are at negative 220. So this is going to be very close, as we expected, and will likely be east, pretty much east, right? East and a little south. That's going down to 204. So frustratingly into the danger area. But so close, we can maybe do this. I just want to refresh these. Negative 155, negative 168. And again, we go downward that way, so let's do a little... down and over and see what this does. Hey, quartz. Oh, man. Well, that didn't last very long. Doesn't exactly look like that fills up either. Huh. It's kind of a bummer. If we went this way, how far out could we get? Not at all. I do have the hoe, though. That's good. That's just a pigman. Sounds very angry that way. Is it as angry this way? We got some lava. How far out are we trying to get to here? You know what, actually, can I just do something like this? Like this. And not stop here. We can go deeper. Gets us down to 40. Swap these. Okay. Now, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. This is what I was saving these iron picks for. It was just, might as well use them up down here where the netherrack will eat up the durability. Something to be aware of and watchful for. That worked. Okay, cool. Here-ish. And then we just want to get over to negative 168 on the Z. Okay, well this is very good because there were two things I really wanted to determine. One is the actual lava level. I didn't want to build this higher or lower than... Where'd it go? Oh. There. Torch on it. So 32 is kind of our target level for the portals, and obviously we have to get out into that area too. And we've overshot, clearly. How did we quite overshoot so much? I thought we were... a little better aimed than that. So the reason why I'd like to do it at lava level, obviously it looks like we're gonna be out in the middle of that kind of lava bay. Anyway, no problem there. But for future rail lines and adding this into a network of boats and all that, you don't want elevation changes. You want to have a nice basic level. And as I've said before, I kind of like doing that at the level where you're just on the lava. That way you can always build your own tracks, or you can carve them out, you know, if you're on a landmass. So there we go. We've got our negative 155. And now we just have a dozen or so blocks to link up. Okay, already gone past again. Were we 168? Let me check one more time. This is the measure twice. So negative 155, negative 168. So right here. So we'll just go ahead and fill in. Here we got lots of cobble. Okay. Then let's just make a nice decking around. We can sort out what we want to do as far as our road. Anything else later. And I think as far as this goes, here. Stupid shield. The debug screen really bugging. But I want it for the one more thing, just to try to orient these the same way if we can. Whew. So we are facing south in the portal room. I believe we have it set up on the east wall, kind of right here. So we'll try to replicate that a bit. But for now... Oh, we didn't finish. That's right. There was a guy with a sword that distracted us. Whoa! Ow. Oh boy. Come on. No! No! I can't. Why am I not running? Oh no! Those gold swords, I tell you guys all the time, they are so bad. So bad. Oh, but if there's ever a bright silver lining, it is that this episode is going to go full length. So at least we'll know from you guys that actually get the surprise of seeing the death that we made it out. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I thought I could one shot one or the other of them. I don't recall that they had too much armor on, but I saw those two gold swords, and probably the biggest mistake was I didn't reset food after that first gold sword guy, I think. And I was like, oh, I'll finish the roof and we'll be safe and it'll be good. Garbage, I tell you. Well, that rots. I am bummed out. I wasn't underestimating the nether. I took it seriously, not seriously enough though, and it just got us. Day 176, I believe we were on. Just jotting down the notes here. Day 176, score 17,490. And this was piglins. We'll call it a piglin pair. With gold swords. Oh, what a bummer. That's hardcore, though. I tell you what. And, maybe we're never going to find that cool valley. That was so great. I loved that valley. And we had just about gotten done with the hard part of the boats. We'll never know if our piglin friends, or our villager friends, liked their beds or not. Oh, man. What a bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Now the question is, can we? I'm assuming we can screenshot in here. Where? Oh, I went back to spawn. Um. Oh, this is way too slow. Is that all I can? You can't like speed. Oh, and it won't load anything beyond. How are we gonna get a convincing screenshot? Should we just do one like we came back to visit at spawn? Is there sun or anything? There we go. Alright. Well, yeah, we won't even be able to get back to look at the base. As far as I know, I just think it loads whatever your spawn chunks are, and that's it. So if you're not there, you're kind of out of luck unless you reload the world. We're not doing that. And I don't want to wait that long to travel that far anyway. Well, man, what a bummer, guys. Terribly sorry that we never got to really expand out, but we had a good go of it. We'll be back at it. Get a fresh new one going. See, the the new stuff is always exciting. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, that was just sloppy. I'm gonna take a break, reset. Let's. I don't want to live in a pineapple under the sea. Darn it. Vanilla brewed coffee, you were so good. Alright. Well, we won't do it this time. But let's get back to the brighter part, which is thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the twists and turns and curves and adventures. We sometimes they go right, sometimes they go wrong. Again, I pure sloppiness. I knew we were at risk. Wanted to get to the gold apple as soon as I saw we'd gotten like double tagged with those gold swords. Our hearts were going down, and I was like, "Oh, I can't stand and fight. There's no way I can get both of them down." But I just, even as we were trying to run away there and I was trying to sprint, I knew there wasn't enough time to get the golden apple fully down. If it had, we would have gotten that absorption and could have turned around and maybe turned it. But my only hope was that they kind of slowed as we were racing away and weren't coming as quick. And the final analysis, sometimes you lose that. I should have turned to making that wall on the outer edge quicker, knowing that there were others up on that hillside above us. But it is what it is. We'll learn from it and do better next time. So until that next time, I hope you guys are doing wonderfully. Do get outside and enjoy a little bit of your world. Remember, when these things happen, I hear so many people, how could you keep going? How could you start over? Sometimes you got to have a little bit of perspective. I love Minecraft. I love hardcore worlds and building them up. What I don't lose sight of the fact, though, that it is just a game. And as we build these worlds and lose them, it's a bummer. I had a lot of plans. I wanted to get on to that next stage, but we'll brush ourselves off, start up again, and see what the next one has in store for us in that very next episode. So if you'd like to know when that drops, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Watch for me on Twitter as well. I'll update with some commentary as those come out. But yeah, unpleasant surprise awaiting you guys in this video. Thanks for sticking it out though and watching to the end. You got the rewarded contact. I bet a lot of you people will be reverting back for the death after having watched the first world of what world 7 will be our next one. Maybe it'll be Lucky 7. So. Till the next time, I'm just kind of filling up here. We're at like 57 minutes, and I don't want it to seem too short because you guys are savvy. I know you. Hey, why is there such a short episode? I bet that means you have a death clip in there. I know how it goes. No, we're good. We won't keep you waiting any longer. Thank you so much for being a part of this world, though. Vanilla brewed coffee will live in our hearts, and we'll be on to something new and exciting for the next one. Stay awesome. We'll see ya. Bye.